Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Nice to have a nice small audience here tonight. Very close and intimate. You know, when I was a teenager, and to you, these young kids, that still seems pretty old. But I'm pretty old myself, so when I was a teenager, there was a gentleman that used to live next to me, an old man, who was a magician. And he would invite me over to his house and tell me stories about magic effects that he had, you know, and magicians that he knew. His house was old, and you went inside there, it was even dark during the daylight because he would have big curtains over the windows and he had big boxes on the floor, piles of books and magic effects. If you were looking for a haunted house, that was the house you were probably looking for. In fact, he influenced me to become a magician. In fact, some of the weirder things I do are things that he taught me. One of the effects I'd like to try to do for you tonight is an effect that he taught me. Now, he said that this trick should only be done during the month of October, because October is the scariest month of the year. It ends in Halloween. We keep the effect in this box to kind of keep all the magic in one spot so it doesn't escape throughout the year. But it's October now, so we're going to see if we can kind of get this thing opened up. It starts out with a deck of cards. Now, this deck of cards, I'm told, is a haunted deck or a cursed deck. And it gets its power in October. And like most card effects, we have to first find a card. Now, are you guys familiar with cards? Glad to hear that. If I rifle down the cards, stay where you are, you just say the word stop.
Stop.
Okay, have you got a card? Can we help them remember it? Now here's another important thing. Kind of remember where the card is. Is it in the top of the deck? Is it in the middle of the deck? Is it the bottom of the deck? In fact, hold the deck, pinch it right there. Now you notice there's a hole in that deck. We're going to lock this deck up. So your card can't move in the deck. It can't go up, it can't go down, at least by any force that we're aware of. So you hold on to that deck and remember the card you had. There's another deck in this box. And this deck is an invisible deck. Don't worry, I can't see it either. But I can feel it. It's kind of warm. It's kind of misty feeling. Could I throw the deck to you? Ready to grab it? Nice catch. I'd like you to shuffle that deck up pretty good. Oh, but before you shuffle it, take it out of the box. Hand the box to your little gentleman on your left, on your right. Now shuffle it up pretty good.
You're just holding on to the bucket.
You got it pretty shuffled? Okay, now I want you to spread the cards out and hand them to the gentleman to your right.
Okay.
Now this is very important.
Well, watch out, watch out. You still have the cards.
Yeah, she still has the cards.
I know, you still got them.
You got a fan. I want you to reach in and grab one card, but be very careful. You do not look at the card. You just take the card out and you tip it over and you put it back in the deck.
Maya does or Quinn does?
He does.
Oh, he does.
Put it back in the deck.
Good job, Quinn. Sorry.
Now take your deck and kind of fan it out a little bit and wave it at the invisible deck.
Leave it at the deck.
Do you feel anything? Did you feel anything? You didn't. What was the card that you stopped at? Jack of Clubs. Okay, take a look in there and see if you find a Jack of Clubs. Now these are in new deck order. You can look at the front. You can take the whole deck and look at it like this. See if you can find the Jack of Clubs. It's a new deck order. You can pass it along the row if you want somebody else to look.
How are they all in order?
Because I put them in order. But That card is now gone. It's not in the deck.
Just check the pen.
It's not there. Yeah, you saw it.
Right? You did.
Now I want you to throw me the invisible deck back, but I don't want to touch it. I'm going to put it in this, catch it in this bag, okay? Okay, I don't want to touch the deck, so I'll give the deck to this young lady over here.
Oh, goodness. Gee. What do you think, Quinn?
Now open the deck up.
You think?
Now start with the cards face up, ma'am,
Mm-hmm.
and just fan through those and see if there's anything unusual in that deck.
There's an upside down card.
Okay, take that one card out.
No.
Leave it face down.
Didn't face down, though. Give it to him.
If you turn this over, no,
Turn this over.
notice those are all red. Those are all red backs.
Those are red.
Yeah.
What are yours,
Wait, it's
Quinn?
got a hole.
It's got a hole.
Ah, okay, lost it.
And what's the card that you lost? Jack of clubs, you
Oh,
said?
yeah, use the jack.
Now you can turn that over. The Jack of clubs.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is a 9.
The haunted deck.
Oh my goodness.
Haunted
That
deck
is
worked-
quite a trip.
Worked tonight.
No jack.
Cool.
Oh, well done. Well done, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
And thank you so much for all your attention.
oh, that is really quite a trick.